Hello, I am Yvette Colbourne, Vice Mayor for the City of Miramar, and today is my pleasure to read this wonderful book to you about a little girl who is trying to find the right dragon that represents what she wants. So here we are. The book is Amy Wu and the Patchwork Dragon by Kat Sang. During story time, Miss Mary reads Amy's class a book about dragons. And this is a class, and you see Miss Mary reading to the class. Dragon that hoards treasure. Dragons that blow fire. Dragons that fight knights in gleaming armor. Afterwards, she tells everyone, make their own dragons. Make them special, she says. Make them yours. Sam draws a dragon with enormous teeth. He crafts the wings from postage stamps. Willa sculpts a dragon with a big fat belly. She strings Daisy from the tail. Amy paints a dragon with a long, thin body. It has horns like a stag and claws like an eagle. Are you sure that's a dragon? Asked Sam. It doesn't look like a dragon, adds Willa. Does that look like a dragon to you? Amy says. Maybe they're right. Amy scribbles with her pencil and doodles with her crayons. She glues beads to the paper and some to her hair. Bits of dragon emerges. Dragons with shiny green scales, dragons with leathery wings. They look great. They look just like dragons in Miss Mary's book. But none of them work. None of them feel quite right. These dragons are not dragons Amy wanted to make. Time to clean up, says Miss Mary. I am not done, cries Amy. The rest of the class put their dragons on the show and tell table. But nothing from Amy. Nothing at all. Willa and Sam comes over after school, but Amy can't even smile. Oh dear, says Amy's grandma. Why the sad face? So Amy tells her. Her grandma gets a twinkle in her eye. Come, she says. Let me tell you a story. She tells them about dragons that brings down the rain. Dragons that are wise and just. Dragons that fly without wings. Can you imagine dragons that fly without wings? Amy runs to the attic. She remembers where she got the idea for her dragon. She pulls out something red and yellow, something with a big fat snout and golden horns. A dragon, gasped Sam and Willa. A dragon, agrees Amy. Amy's grandma puts on the costume ahead, and Amy puts on the tail. Together they danced down the attic step and rode through the house. Maybe you can bring it to the school, says Sam. Please, please, bring it to the school, begs Willa. Amy says. She thinks about the dragon in Miss Mary's book. She thinks about the dragon in Grandma's story. Bringing this dragon to class would be great, but there is something missing. Something to make the dragon Amy's. After Sam and Willa went home, Amy begins to plan. She shows her sketches to her family. "Will you help me?" she asks. And this is her family when she speaks to her family. They measure out fabric and cut it into shapes. They carved a cardboard frame and fastened the cloth. Amy knots together 3 silk scarves. Then she adds some beads. Sounds like it's going to be something wonderful, doesn't it? "Ready?" asks Grandma. Amy takes a deep breath. "Ready," she says. Amy comes to school with a big paper bag. The other children gathered around. "Is it a dragon?" asks Willa. "Show us," cries Sam. That's a really big bag, isn't it? Amy puts on the dragon head. She invites Willa and Sam beneath the dragon tail. Together they dance through the classroom and roll between the desks. Everyone cheers. Miss Mary laughs so hard she could hardly breathe. Amy's dragon is red and yellow. It has a big fat snout and golden horns. It has enormous green wings and a tail of 3 silk scarves and beads and glitters and lots of glitters. It worked splendidly. "It feels just right," says Amy. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the story.